Did I just meet the God of Bards in Ragnarok Origin Classic? Everyone's down, and he's still standing, constantly resurrecting his allies. This kind of bard can really turn the tables in a team fight. He can save you and act as the team safety net whenever you feel like the clash is hopeless. With that, I'm happy to be one of his allies. Meet Rhaenerys, my in-game buddy since the 2025 server in Ragnarok Origin. And I'm excited to leak his enchant build. With his permission, of course. This video is in collaboration with LDCloud. I have some bad news. My phone now has a green line issue, probably due to heat and long hours of gaming. Grinding 24/7 on your device is really bad. As you can see closely, there's a faint green line. Let me switch to something dark so you can see it better. Yeah, it's really bad for your phone if you play for too long. If you can, it's better to avoid putting that much strain on your device. Good thing there's LDCloud to help reduce the load on your phone. LDCloud is a cloud-based Android system that lets you run Ragnarok Origin Classic 24/7, even without your device. You heard that right. So if you're busy at work, can't grind outside, or just tired of your phone overheating while farming, this is for you. With just a browser, you can keep your game running anytime, anywhere. No more stress from monster annihilation, monster research, or long combat sessions. Download LDCloud using the link in the description and try it out for yourself. You can get a 6-hour trial for just 10 cents using my link. And there are even more discounts waiting for you. Enchantment is one part of progression in ROOC. We also get stats from other sources such as refinements, feathers, mounts, metals, and more. But what makes enchantment special is that it helps you fine-tune your build. Each gear piece offers different stat opportunities, so it's important to focus on stats you don't usually get from other sources. Let's talk about Bard, specifically the support build, which I think is the only sensible build for this class. This also applies to the Gypsy class, by the way. According to Rhaenerys, our God of Bards, it's important to focus on physical and magical damage reduction, which makes sense. But could this vary depending on the situation? Stick around until the end, as we've got a sample team fight for you. Let's start with the main hand. We go all in on physical attack as the general stat. There are no special stats worth getting since this is a support class. We don't need physical damage percentage or critical boost. What we need are added physical attack stats to increase healing output, because Song of Ludi scales with your physical attack. Take note, only physical attack, not dex, contributes directly to your healing. Dex can be a secondary stat since it adds a small amount of attack, but stacking raw physical attack gives a higher healing output, as Song of Ludi scales more heavily with it. So in this area, if you can get the physical attack percentage, better. For the Mouthwear, Rhaenerys aims to balance physical defense and magical defense. In this slot, he chooses the special effect, Improved Magical Defense, which increases magic defense by a percentage. At this level, it provides an additional 3% magic defense. If you can get a higher level, that's even better, as the percentage scales up and gives you more overall survivability. For the substats, since the goal is to maintain a balanced defensive profile, you should prioritize either physical defense or magic defense. Both are optimal and make the most sense for this class. Ideally, you'll want a good mix of both to ensure you can withstand different types of damage, whether it's from physical attacks or magic-based enemies. For the Headwear, the PvP technique special stat is the best choice as it provides PvP reduction. While there is a special effect like superior physical attack that gives a significant boost to attack, this preset is more focused on PvP survivability. Defense plays a much bigger role here because if you stay alive, you can continue supporting your team. And as long as you're alive, your team has a higher chance of surviving as well. That's why, in this slot, we prioritize PvP techniques specifically for its PvP reduction value. For the substats, this is where you can compensate by adding more offensive power. You can choose either physical attack or dexterity. However, if you have the option, going for pure physical attack is still the better choice since it directly improves your healing output. Dexterity can still be useful as a secondary option, but it provides a smaller boost compared to stacking raw physical attack. For the Cloak, increasing critical damage resistance is part of Rhaenerys' overall goal. Critical hits, especially from skills like Grimtooth, can deal massive damage, so reducing their impact is essential for survivability. That's why choosing the counter crit special stat is the best option in this slot, as it directly helps mitigate burst damage from crit heavy enemies. For the substats, aiming for magic defense is ideal, as it further strengthens your resistance against magic-based damage. However, if you want a more balanced and versatile approach, you can opt for Vitality instead. Vitality provides a small boost to multiple stats including physical defense, magic defense, and HP, making it a well-rounded choice for improving overall durability. For Accessory 1, it's pretty much the same approach as the weapon. Here we stack physical attack percentage to maximize overall output. I know getting the full 3-piece physical attack stat can be tough, so you'll need to keep rolling with your Mora coins until you hit that sweet spot. It may take some time and luck, but the payoff is worth it once you land the right combination. For the costume, we focus on stacking PvP-oriented stats to improve overall survivability in player versus player scenarios. The main priority here is the PvP technique special stat, as it provides PvP damage reduction. For the substats, you have flexibility depending on what your build currently lacks. You can choose either physical defense or magic defense, both of which are strong and practical options. Physical defense helps you withstand damage from melee and ranged physical attacks, while magic defense protects you from skill-based and magical burst damage. Ideally, you'll want to maintain a balance between the two, but if you notice you're struggling more against a specific type of damage, you can prioritize that accordingly. Overall, this setup ensures that your costume contributes significantly to your durability, making you much harder to take down in PvP encounters. If his Mouthwear is focused on the improved magic defense special stat, then for the Facewear, Rhaenerys shifts his focus to a physical defense special stat. This setup highlights the importance of balancing both defensive sides. For a support class, this is often the dilemma. You're trying to cover all aspects of survivability rather than focusing heavily on offense. For the substats, as mentioned before, the goal is to stack as much raw, physical defense or magic defense as possible. Both are equally valuable, depending on what your build currently lacks. The more you invest in these defensive stats, the more durable you become in fights. Simply put, the higher your defense values, the better your chances of surviving different types of damage, so keep stacking them whenever you can. For the armor, the counter crit special stat supports his goal of becoming resistant to crit heavy enemies. Those crit boys can deal massive burst damage, so reducing their impact is a big part of improving survivability. His enchant is currently only at level 2, but if you can push it to a higher level, you'll gain even more critical damage resistance, which makes a noticeable difference in tougher fights. For the substats, continue stacking as much defense as possible. Prioritize either physical defense or magic defense. Both are valuable depending on what your build needs. The more defensive stats you accumulate, the tankier you become, allowing you to stay alive longer and provide consistent support to your team. The counter crit saga continues with the shield. It's a bit funny to think about how bards can hold a shield while playing a guitar, but let's set aside the game logic for now. The important part is that this slot is another opportunity to stack more critical damage resistance, which is crucial against crit heavy enemies. For the substats, continue building up your defenses. Prioritize physical defense or magic defense depending on what you need more. The goal is to keep increasing your overall durability so you can survive longer in fights and consistently support your team. Let's not forget to increase our physical damage reduction percentage. Most players tend to stack physical damage in PvP, so boosting the stat on your shoes helps counter that effectively. It significantly reduces the impact of incoming physical attacks, making you much harder to take down in those matchups. For the substats, there aren't many strong alternatives in this slot, so Vitality is the best choice. It provides a well-rounded boost by increasing your HP, physical defense, and magic defense, giving you better overall survivability. For Accessory 2, I won't sugarcoat it too much since it's pretty much the same as Accessory 1. The stats in this area are mainly for additional physical attack, giving more juice to your Song of Ludi healing. The idea is to further amplify your healing output by stacking more raw physical attack, since that directly scales your support capability. There's no need to overcomplicate this slot, just focus on maximizing physical attack to push your healing potential into that God mode level for consistent team sustain. Lastly, for the Backwear, PvP technique is the way to go. This keeps the focus on PvP damage reduction and overall survivability, which is essential in high-pressure player versus player situations. Although the available substats in this area include physical attack, it still makes the most sense to prioritize it for additional support scaling. Even as a defensive-oriented setup, the extra physical attack still contributes to your Song of Ludi healing, giving you a bit of offensive to support conversion while maintaining your core PvP durability. Check out this 30-second clip from our tough fight in the last Dimension drill in Gold rank. See how he holds the line for the team with sustained healing and continuous resurrection support for me. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the enchantment tips from our God of Bard. For a more in-depth support guide for this class, check out my full Bard guide. This setup is also applicable to the Dancer class. See you there.